EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the United States Open Championship.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo, here to call the action for EA Sports at the U.S. Open Championship. We are at Chambers Bay in University Place, Washington. And Frank, this does not look like any U.S. Open golf course that I have seen.
No, it's quickly getting the respect of many of the golf pundits and writers out there as just this wonderful blend of links and parkland-style golf. It presents so beautifully to the eye, but also it challenges every aspect of your game. And really, you couldn't want for anything more than that when you were going to play a major championship.
Designed by Robert Trent Jones II with breathtaking views of the Puget Sound as well as the Olympic Mountains. This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. Superb shot.
Well, it's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Needs a few more of those. That was a good birdie.
Yeah, this time, that one gets him in the top 10.
Stepping up to the tee here at the 11th, Frank.
Yeah, it looks straightforward. You see a big dune in the middle of the fairway. You can really take that out of play. Get it down there as far as you can. You're going to need to. And then from there on in, it's really just trying to find out exactly where you want to land that second shot so that you can get it on the right level.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Frank, you've been there, down to the wire at several U.S. Opens. What's that pressure like?
It's so different from any other type of major championship because that's normally the toughest test. That's where the scores are the highest, i.e. relative to par. That's actually where par itself is a good score. I mean, you're bruised and battled by the end of the week. With the exception, really, remember when Rory McIlroy won at Congressional? That's the one time when a U.S. Open played soft. But Martin Kaymer at Pinehurst on a firm, fast golf course, it's a different test. Tiger Woods at Pebble Beach. You just think of people struggling at the end of the week and really last man standing. That's what a U.S. Open means.
Getting set now over the putt.
That was a good run at it, Rich. Now it's that sneaky distance.
Wow, that's disappointing. Chance to get too deep on one hole, and you leave it short.
Well, the good thing is he didn't miss it, right? It didn't go past the miss. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We'll never know.
Okay. Still has a chance for birdie, too.
Right, okay. I like that positive attitude.
That's a bogey putt, dropping down the leaderboard a bit, now at 2 over par. Frank, when you think of U.S. Opens, you so often think of a tough grind, but in recent years they've added some spice with the reachable par fours, and we have one right here at the 12th.
And this is the reason why we're starting to see a different type of U.S. Open champion over the years. The Rory McIlroys, the Tiger Woods, even Martin Kaymer, guys that are strong enough, powerful enough to take advantage of these type of holes.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Just want to nestle this one down to within a couple of feet. Looks like he just misread that. Now this for birdie, came away with par in the previous round. Are you kidding me? He just missed that. I cannot believe that. That was such a short putt. So they'll tap in. Now in the top 15 after that par. With just 6 holes left to play here at the U.S. Open, we arrive at the 13th. It's a dogleg par 4 to the right.
And in a U.S. Open, obviously 534 yards means if you make a mistake off the tee, the chances of making 4 here are minimal. So fairway first. It is one of the wider fairways on the golf course. You're still going to have a lengthy second shot, and you must avoid the bunker that guards the front of the screen.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, how did he do there?
Well, he's inside 30 feet, but 27 feet, it's not exactly what you'd call close.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie. When you consider the length of that putt, it's a good putt.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Well, Frank, he'll drop at least one shot here. That was not his best effort.
No, poor is the easiest way to put that. He knows it.
This would give him a bogey. That's a bogey. Frank, a 5th consecutive par 4 here at the U.S. Open. This is the 14th hole, and I'm guessing by the time you set foot on this tee, you'll know exactly where your game is at.
Oh, this one here, great reward for someone that's driving the ball well. If you can drive it, down the left middle, avoid that little one-pot bunker in the middle of the fairway, you're going to certainly shorten this hole up And then you can start to use the contours of this hole too, that bend right to left. And 546 yards becomes much shorter than what you would think.
This is when the game is fun, Frank, when you get one high in the air and you have a down breeze and you just watch it. Stays in the air forever.
Yeah, the hang time on that. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Birdie try up next. Par yesterday. Now for birdie. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Well, Frank, it's our job to get excited.
You can't when you leave it short, though.
I'm sad.
He's making my job hard.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Doing what needs to be done. You need to make them from that distance. All right, on to the 15th. Hey, Frank, what is that thing over there? I haven't seen one in a while.
It's a tree. That's right.
A tree.
Trees do exist at Chambers Bay. So do short par threes. Well, in a U.S. Open, they'll have it around 250 yards, but this is a fun hole. This is it's sort of in a weird way, it's a risk-reward par three. A good tee shot here, you can easily walk off with two. Get a little casual off there, then there is a huge bunker that just wraps around the right side of the screen.
That will be a great look at birdie. Bogey here yesterday. Now this for birdie. Frank, how much does that birdie help the cause?
It doesn't look like much right now, Rich, just sneaking inside the top 20. But at the end of the day, that might be the one that turned the tide.
EA Sports and the United States Golf Association are proud to present a national championship. Today, it's live final round coverage of the U.S. Open Championship.
Welcome to Chambers Bay with its massive rolling fairways, towering dunes, undulating greens, and unpredictable coastal winds. This links-style course providing the backdrop for the world's best golfers here at the U.S. Open. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo will call every shot today for EA Sports. Frank, what is Chambers Bay all about?
A nice blend of links and parkland golf, really. You can still play the ball through the air, play your own style of play, but it just looks like you've got to play the ball along the ground, almost link style. These huge cavernous-type bunkers that adorn the sides of the fairways, big greens, undulating greens. It really is a wonderful test, and off the back, it can play very long.
Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, what was Chambers Bay before it was a golf course, before it was the site of a U.S. Open?
It was the site of a former sand and gravel mine that was adjacent to the Puget Sound. So it's not just about the views here. Obviously, you want a golf course to look good. You want to have nice views because it is a walking golf course. But really, what they've done in the end is just marvelous. It really is a true links.
Good-looking shot right here. Birdie try up next. Well, he's going for back-to-back birdies here, trying to jumpstart this round.
Some momentum moving in the right direction.
That may have been a bit too much to ask for there, that distance putt, Frank.
Yeah, it's fine to be greedy before you hit the putt, but after you've hit it, 2 from that distance is fine.
So continues to play some solid golf.
Yeah, so often, Rich, we just focus at the very top of the leaderboard. Really, there's so much talent and depth in this championship.
Good tee shot right in the fairway and plenty long. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Oh, it looked like you caught a flyer right there, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he caught, but this is way too much.
Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
He really likes this hole. Made birdie yesterday. Can he do it again today? And with the birdie, moves into the top 10 on the leaderboard.
And moves into some very good company.
Frank, as a player, do you like the drivable par 4? And we've seen these setups now at just about every single U.S. Open.
When you're playing well, there's no question, then they favor the guy playing well. But if you're struggling, no one likes their hand forced. The 12th forces your hand. It's tough to lay up on this hole. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. That's a good start to the hole, right down the middle. Well, Frank, the player had a go at this, didn't quite knock it on, so what's left?
Well, you can see why it's a drivable par 4, because all the problems really are around the green, all these slopes and mounds and undulations. So you've got to choose the shot that you want to play, and obviously the shot that you're going to chip with. Everybody normally just grabs a lob wedge. There's a lot of different ways to play these shots around the greens.
Appears to be what they call a commercial play. Very solid. Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Different day, different hole. Made bogey yesterday. He'll do better this time, it looks like. Drops for a birdie. Coming down the stretch here at the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay, just 6 holes to play. And Frank, this par 4 13th will really test the players.
It is. If someone makes 3 here down the stretch, it will be monumental. A 4 here, no one would leave this hole unhappy.
Frank, quite a bit to consider here at the 13th.
Yeah, there's little knobs on the left and the right side of this green, so that bunker you can see, at first it looks like you've got to avoid it. Well, you've really just got to carry it.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. Made par yesterday. This one for birdie. Oh, man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. Clean this up with a tap. Did the job right there. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here, determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot.
Good contact, good result. Frank, when you look at great rivalries in sports, you realize that athletes need each other. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to achieve greatness, to achieve legendary status. And in golf, Tom Watson needed Jack Nicklaus to push him to another level.
And also to define an era. Without one, we couldn't think of the 80s or the 90s or the 2000s or the 2010s. You need those players to define that era. So you need competition. Competition is not without rivalry.
Nothing wrong with that one. Only about 15 feet away and a chance for birdie. It's the beautiful part of golf. Brand new day, new hole. Remember, he made a bogey here yesterday. This time for birdie. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
That's how you maintain momentum. Make those putts for par. 167 yards on this hole. It's the 15th at the U.S. Open. Nice little par 3.
Oh, fun hole. Well bunkered with that. Once again, a bunker on a dominant side of the green. This time the right side, and one little pokey bunker there on the left side. Green's big enough. A few little contours in this green. Magnificent view, of course, but it's fun to have a hole that's not overly long.
On the green, and looking at a birdie opportunity. Little redemption chance here. Had bogey yesterday. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well, Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
That's the beauty of this game of golf. You give it and it taketh away.
Losing a bit of ground now in this tournament with the bogey. Getting set to take on the finishing holes here at Chambers Bay. How do you do it in the right way, Frank?
Well, when you look down this fairway, obviously everything slopes left to right. That makes this hole actually play a little bit more of a dogleg to the right, even though it doesn't look it. And then, of course, that green up ahead, it's like a tabletop. So precision here is absolutely paramount.
Frank, what's the danger here on the approach to the 16th, considering the green is really pretty small?
Well, obviously it's a short par 4, so you know that the problem's going to happen up ahead, and that's exactly what it does. This is probably one of the smallest, narrowest greens at Chambers Bay, and you can see it slopes dramatically from left to right. That has to be taken into consideration with the second shot.
Good, clean contact and a nice result, and a chance for birdie coming up. Birdie try again here today. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
And getting ready for the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
So they'll tap in. And he makes it for a bogey here. Pressure's beginning to rise here. 17th hole of the U.S. Open at Chambers Bay. And this one, Frank, the par 3, will require a really good shot.
It's amazing how many U.S. Opens have great 17th hole. I think of Winged Foot, par 3, 17th, even Merion, par 3. This one will certainly fit in the same vein. It's named Derailed, and it will derail many a player trying to win a U.S. Open.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot.
Even par currently. A few more birdies like that, which you never know, just might sneak place on the podium.
In the top 10 right now. Now to the 18th hole, Frank. Everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walking golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course.
Just a great pass at the golf ball. 310 yards and in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Oh, can't hide the flagstick from that man. Made a par in his previous round. This time, it's for birdie. With that birdie, moves one shot closer to the lead. Well, Frank, what a day. Dramatic views and some great golf as well here at Chambers Bay.
You can see why this is considered a true links golf course, even though it's that far away from Scotland. It presents so well to the eye. The bunkering here is stunning, and of course, it tests every player in the game.
We enjoyed it, and we hope you did as well. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at Chambers Bay.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
Always a pleasure to be along the coast of Maine, Lighthouse Point to be exact. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Frank, this is sure to be another exciting day of golf out there. What are the challenges facing our players today?
The length of the golf course for a start, Rich. This golf course just under 7,700 yards. So it's one of the longest ones you'll play. And, of course, the cliffs, that's why it's called this. They certainly are in play. There is one double green out there. That's the 10th and the 13th hole. They share the same green. Lots of great design features, and you've got it on a prime day in great condition. So enjoy the round and make sure you feast on the vistas as well. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Okay, the second shot now at this par 5.
Safely on deck.
Well, hit the green, but certainly not close to the hole.
Yeah, probably barely give him a C for that shot.
It's a good-looking putt right here. Oh, what a bonus. Let's go down to the 11th. Frank, I've really enjoyed watching our featured golfer to this point. Superb play through the early portion of the round. Now we get to this kind of middle section. Frank, what's the key to maintaining that momentum?
Well, not just maintaining, Rich. An opportunity here to turn good into a great round. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one.
There's a bunker over there.
I think he's headed for it. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
You know how to play this shot, Frank, right? You keep your chin up, you look down your nose at the ball, you have to pick it cleanly, and keep your head still. And he's made it onto the green now. Just 5 feet left. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Well, well, well. What do we have here, partner? The par 5 13th, or is it a par 8? I can't tell.
It looks like a misprint, Rich. 702 yards, and not only that, too, they put the 2 fairway bunkers in a perfect place. Perfect place if they want to annoy your tee shot. It's going to take 310, 320 yards just to get past that. Then you've got a long, long way to go. And, of course, remember when you're on 10, this is the shared green. So 13 and 10, this is where they meet up again at the end of a long, long walk.
I mean, he just blasted it down the fairway, well over 325 yards. And from the fairway for his second shot here. Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Birdie try up next. Getting set now over the putt. Frank, all of a sudden, another player to factor in on this leaderboard.
And things are starting to tighten up right now. We'll see where the next move comes from.
Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this.
Setting himself up for a good weekend, the Wiley golf instructor makes his birdie.
That was a great first day up there, Rich.
I really enjoyed it. We saw a lot of birdies, excellent play, and some impressive names on top of this leaderboard. Anybody's game. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live second-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic. New course to most of the golfers on tour. This challenging layout just opened in 2015. Today, we're along the east coast of Maine. Rich Lerner with Frank Nobilo. We'll be calling all the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point.
Another great design from Brand Patel, and they really threw the boat out here. Some excellent choice of holes, and you got to see the changes in elevation. You get this on a windy day, and of course 7,700 yards will play even longer than that. A nice calm day though, Rich, and you really can shoot a good score out here.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. That would be a great look at birdie. They par yesterday. This one for birdie. So one shot closer to the lead with that birdie. Seventh hole at Lighthouse Point is only 370 yards. Frank, are you happy if you walk out of here with anything other than birdie?
If you hit the fairway, you definitely should be looking at birdie. But the biggest problem here is to decide, Rich, what club to hit off the tee. You could hit a multitude of clubs here. Further up you go, the narrower this fairway gets.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. That is classy.
Got a chance of going in. Oh, chance for birdie. given the situation, Rich. Things so tight at the top. Very, very good birdie.
That was huge right there. Still with a great chance to come away with this title. Another par 3. We're at the 8th. It's only 165 yards, Frank. Well, just to the right there with some room to play.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Nudge this one home, finish it up.
No mistake made there with par.
We move to the 9th hole and we begin to go inland, Frank. I'll miss some of the views along the ocean. I won't miss the nerves with the potential of a golf ball sailing off into the Atlantic Ocean. That said, par 5, you think about a scoring opportunity, but then I look at the scorecard and it says this is the number 6 handicap hole. That's pretty tough.
It is, and the reason why is there's trouble both sides of this fairway, and that's normally sand and cliffs. And the designer's really thrown the boat out. Excuse the pun. We are on the coastline here. This whole dog legs to the left, and ideally, you just sort of like to go fairway, fairway pitch. That's the prudent way to play the hole. But of course, everybody likes to chance the driver and reach the par 5 and 2. Miss, pay the price.
Setting up for an approach shot here. There are a number of really good and important grow the game initiatives out there. One of those is the First Tee program, and that allows youngsters who otherwise might not have an opportunity, the chance to put a golf club in their hands, allows them the chance to pick up this game and learn some of the core values that come along with it. It's about much more than making the score. It's about integrity. It is about responsibility, values like that. And this game is just so good in instilling those kind of characteristics in young people. So all the scores have been posted for round number 2, and look who is on top of the leaderboard, Frank.
Yeah, with 2 very solid rounds of golf. Key right now, just stay out of your own way and keep it up. The pressure will start to build. We know that as you get closer to the end of this tournament.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live third-round coverage of the Mid-Season Classic.
Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my colleague Frank Nobilo here today calling the action from the cliffs at Lighthouse Point. And Frank, this course features some breathtaking scenery.
It certainly does, Rich. Changes of elevation, and it's in phenomenal shape. We've got to send our thanks out to the superintendent, Peyton Duncan, who's got the course exactly primed. You should enjoy it. You should enjoy the views. Take your camera as well. This is very scenic up in New England.
Good contact, good result. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the seagulls are walking to work. This is the second shot at the par 4. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. That was not a very good read right there. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So close. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts.
Even par, apparently. I don't think a tourniquet is going to work after that one.
Tough to watch. Standing over the ball here at the par 5 11th. Boy, this one has a chance to be really good. Well, that was a beautiful drive, Frank. Really good position to take advantage.
Sitting up beautifully in the fairway.
Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because, you know, that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
This is a good-looking shot. How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. These putts keep the round together. Yet another birdie and on the march, 7 under for the tournament. 12th hole now, and Frank, the long hitters could have an advantage here.
If they want to take a very dangerous line over that left side, this is really where the shot maker has the advantage. That hole bending completely to the left. You'd like to hit a draw there, so use those bunkers down the through side of the fairway and then just sort of shape that ball towards the green. Interesting shaped green, really 3 different sections to this, and of course 3 bunkers, each protecting a different portion.
Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Not in the fairway, but not too bad. Just in that first cut.
Are you for real?
It was terrible. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole. Don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
Down, little Sheba. Down. Wow, lucky break right there, Frank.
Well, that's what everyone else is going to say, except him.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Workmanlike hole. He walks away with a par. On to the 13th, and Frank, I love golf courses where you run into something you've never seen before. I have never played a par 5 of 700 or more yards. Here it is.
What a great shot. That's beyond long.
That is a sensational play right there, and you have to think that the little helping breeze gave that a nice boost.
He can't be that good.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that's how you play the game right there. Knock it on the green and give yourself a good look at birdie. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
And he has it.
A good putt redeems all.
Now to the par 3 14th. It is 240 yards. What a golf course, Frank. I mean, this tests the best in the world. I'm talking about McIlroy and Jordan Spieth and Ricky Fowler. 700-yard par 5s and nearly 600-yard par 4s. This is all you want.
It certainly is, and that's why the total yardage of this golf course is nearly 7,700 yards. This par 3, just a beast at 240 yards. One thing you want to do, though, is avoid Lake Zimmer. It's a big body of water to the right. If anything, though, look at the green. It shapes a little to the right, so you can use that left side of the green, which is away from the lake. It's a smart way to play this. It's a big green. Just managed to get it smack bang in the middle of it.
No problems there.
Yeah, it keeps the round going, keeps the momentum on his side.
Rich Lerner back at Lighthouse Point with Frank Nobilo. We're at the 15th hole. Frank, a relatively short par 4, 387 yards.
Yeah, finally we get one under 400 yards. A little bit of trouble off the tee to be avoided. Bunker left and that little pop bunker on the right. But missed those. And really, this is a very much a scoring opportunity.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Well, he's going to have to hit the same club a lot harder or just hit another one. That's a well-played shot, putting the ball right on the green. Birdie putt coming up. Had a par on this hole yesterday.
What a birdie. Now just a handful of players in contention.
Good third round, Frank, and a good spot heading to the final 18.
Yeah, to be in the top 5 right now, the caliber of this field, know that your game is good enough too, and a legitimate chance of taking home the trophy come tomorrow night. This really is what all those hours on the range contribute to, this moment right now.